Across the metro are still cleaning up from last week's violent windstorm, and most of them are doing it without much help from city services. Well, that's got some people scratching their heads tonight. Channel 13's Andy Fales went looking for answers.
Unless these Urbandale neighbors buck up, this storm debris is going nowhere. Same with West Des Moines, Johnston, and Altoona, where city officials said last Tuesday's windstorm wasn't severe enough to merit a free pickup. In Ankeny,
we saw record numbers on Saturday and Sunday.
The city chipped trees and branches for free, but residents had to haul them in themselves.
On a typical tree and branch recycling day, we see about 150 total, but this time we saw roughly 800 cars come through on that weekend.
You wonder if the record turnout made them wonder if the storm was severe enough to warrant free pickup after all. Meanwhile, at Carol Lewis's house in Des Moines, things got really messy.
I'm not happy at all.
The storm dropped her giant sycamore branch across Center Street. Mid-American Energy cut it up and cleared it Tuesday morning. But on Friday, a city crew showed up to finish the job. Kind of. They took it all off the street and put it right back in her yard.
Because it came off of private property, they were putting it back on private property.
What'd you say?
I told them no, they weren't.
Lewis's neighbor says she never lost control, but the police were called anyway. He shot this video of the scene.
She has great restraint, and she was very reasonable, I think, but, you know, angry at the same time.
They called the police because they were afraid that I was going to make a nuisance of myself.
Lewis says she offered to pay the six-man crew to haul it all away.
The only answer I get is that they are not in the business of hauling debris away, and they just don't have the resources.
Which seems like a strange answer to give when there are two dump trucks on the scene. What are the dump trucks doing?
Sitting, literally sitting idle, nothing. They had the resources, they had everything together, they did most of the work, and then just created a new problem.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of.
Yep, a costly storm, all right, for pocketbooks and public relations. Andy Fales, Channel 13 News.
Our calls to public works departments in Des Moines and Urbandale went unreturned today. Wind gusts hit 54 miles per hour in last Tuesday's storm.